So gold is now back to an all-time high. Will the price keep rising in August, or will it pull back before another leg up? Looking here all the way back to 2011, the last time we were in this range, there was a lot of bullish momentum leading up to all-time high. Similar to what's pretty much happening right now, we do have a lot of bullish momentum. There has been 7 straight days of bullish price action this past week, and the only other time this has happened in the past year was right here, right at the end of February. It was followed by a few days of a correction before continuing the trend upwards. So if we were to have a correction at these levels here, buying the dip in this range could potentially be a nice buying opportunity. But before we get more into this, let's have a look at some of the important support and resistance levels and some of the latest updates on gold. Then we'll jump back into the platform, have a look at the trade we opened up last month, and also see what we can expect for August. How's it going, guys? My name is John from Currency.com, and today I'm going to be doing an update on what we can possibly expect for gold in August. And if you do find this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, because it does help us know what kind of content to keep making for the channel. So support and resistance. Which price levels are important to watch right now? First support level is 1,808. That was a strong resistance level that was tested 3 times after the all-time high in 2011 that eventually broke down. And right now it is currently on the 50-day moving average. And the next support level after that is 1,708, which is right on the 100-day moving average. And also the price does tend to bounce right off that level for gold. If the price continues to go up, then 2,000 is the next resistance level to watch. This is a psychological resistance level since the price hasn't been to those levels before. So it then would be in price discovery. And if the price were to continue after $2,000, then the next level would be around 2,500, the next psychological resistance level. So what is the message behind gold's current rally? The message could be that the world's economy is in trouble. The US 5-year yields are at a 7-year low, while gold is also reaching a new all-time high. Gold did fall during the March lows, but right now it has recovered about 30%, and it's only 1% away from the all-time high in 2011. Marc reported to Bloomberg to buy now and continue to buy. He is an investing pioneer, and he said that with COVID-19, he assumes that the mining output for gold will decline, and of course, that puts additional pressure upward on the price. Kitco News also reported that the gold bulls are still moving strong and that we can expect higher levels to continue. Their survey shows here that on Wall Street, 79% of investors are bullish, and on Main Street, 71% are also bullish, clearly showing that right now the bulls are in control. And as the dollar continues to fall, Wall Street investors are continuing to move to gold. A big cause of this could be because of inflation worries, and also dating back to when the US government was propping the economy while stores and employers were forced to close. And right now, it could be that the inflation is starting to catch up, and things like gold and Bitcoin are continuing to rise. Let's jump back into the currency platform. So the futures market is still closed right now, but let's do a quick recap on the gold trade that we opened up back in June. It is currently up right now, performing pretty well. It's up about 0.41 Bitcoin, so close to 4,000 US dollars. It was a 50 times leveraged trade with an entry of 1,753. And right now, currently gold is at about 1,903. I am going to move the stop loss up. This was the initial stop loss, but I am planning to trail this as the trade goes on. And my take profit, I'm going to leave that for now because I'm planning to leave this trade open until the end of the year, checking to see which has a better second half of the year, gold or Bitcoin, because we also opened a Bitcoin trade right on that same date, which is also performing okay, but not as good as the gold trade. So right now, looking here at the daily chart, it could be possible that we have a correction going into August and break down to that 10-day moving average. And then as we go towards September, the end of August, we continue upwards to higher prices. That leaves the possibility for a cup and handle formation, similar to what we had in last August. We had a run up to a new high since 2011, and then we did have a handle form, which did take a few more months, and then another run up to all-time high. Another thing I can see happening is that we reach a new all-time high going right into August, and then once August starts, we have a correction, and we form a bull flag. And then as the range gets tighter and tighter, we would either have a breakout, test all-time high again, or it'll break down and start testing those support levels. Also, a pullback to the 100-day and 50-day moving average is inevitable, and it will happen eventually. Depending on what's going on in the world, if there is still a lot of bullish momentum, then the 50-day and 100-day moving average would be a perfect buy the dip opportunity, unless the trend does start to reverse and we make our ways down to 200-day moving average. My two price targets for the end of August: if things continue to be bullish, then I'll be looking at $2,000 as a bullish price target. But if things start to reverse and we do start testing out those support levels, then I'll be looking at that first support level at about 1,808. This would be roughly around that 50-day moving average and potentially the 100-day moving average if we keep moving higher in the first weeks of August. Also, keep in mind the previous run to all-time high for gold lasted about 3 years here. And currently right now, we are at year 2. And if the price action does continue to make new all-time highs for another year or so, then we can expect for the trend to start slowing down sometime next year, and then a few years of correction right after that. I hope I gave you some info that'll help you out, and let me know in the comments what you think gold will be at in August. Will the US dollar continue the crash and things like gold, Bitcoin, and silver continue the rise? I'll see you next time. It's John from Currency.com. For more trading videos just like this, please subscribe to our channel.